So you might have read a little bit about measures of association as of now, right? So as you all know, so what we are trying to determine with the help of measures of association is that how strongly the statistical uh, relationships exist between two different or any number of parameters that are there in the data. Okay, so the uh, first detail or the first measure of association that we'll try to learn is the covariance. Okay, so covariance is basically a linear relationship or linear association between two variables. The higher the value or larger the value of the covariance, the absolute value of covariance is, the greater is the degree of association between those parameters. Okay, so again, like any other example, what we'll do is we'll first manually try to find out as to how covariance works. How do we find out covariance? And then we'll use the Excel function called covariance again to determine the covariance. Okay, so the two parameters that we'll try to find out the covariance of is the graduation percentage and the median SAT scores. Okay, so you can see in this example also in this specific Excel file which says colleges and universities, you already have the Excel sheets covariance and correlation, but we'll make our own Excel file so that we understand it more better. Okay, so let's just copy the data from our original Excel file and okay, and put it in a new sheet. Okay, what we are basically trying to use here is just the median SAT score and the graduation percentage. So let's just get rid of these two columns here. Okay, so these are the two parameters that we'll try to determine the covariance of. Okay, so as per the formula goes in the slide 28, you might have seen the formula of covariance. It says the uh, the sum of the multiplication of the x value minus the x mean value, y minus the y mean value over the total number of observations minus 1. Okay, so let's do it manually first, then we'll do the exact same thing with the help of Excel function also. So let's say that the median SAT score is my x value, the graduation percentage is the y value, and let's determine the mean first because we have to find out the x minus x min value, right? So let's find out the average. So here, so that's the mean value of the median SAT scores, and let's do the same for graduation percentage, and that is for the graduation percentage here. The next step is to find out the x minus x mean, right? So what we'll do, we'll subtract this and this value which is at a 51. So let me make it absolute so that the reference doesn't change. So that's my x minus x mean value. Similarly, let's do the y minus y mean. So that's the x minus x mean and y minus y mean value. Next, according to the formula, I have to determine the sum of their multiplications. So let's just multiply them together. So that is what x minus x mean and y minus y mean. So that's the multiplication. So let's multiply them. So this is the value of the multiplication. Once we do that, According to the formula, we have to find out the sum. So let's find out the sum of all of this. Right? So we have found out the numerator of this value of this specific formula, right? The denominator is the total number of entries minus 1. To determine the total number of entries, you know what you have to do. Just have to use the count function. So let's do the same here. Equal to count of all of these entries. So there are 49 entries over here, right? So the covariance will be the numerator divided by 49 minus 1. So hence this 263.37, this is the covariance value that I found out with the help of manual calculations, right? So this is my covariance value. Now what I'll do, I'll use the covariance function that is there in Excel to determine the exact same thing. Okay, so let's do this. To determine the covariance, let's start typing in covariance, and we have to find out the covariance of the median SAT score. Hence we selected the complete median SAT score, and the next is to determine the covariance between the SAT score and the graduation percentage. Let's determine the graduation percentage, complete the brace. So you see here, the covariance that we found out manually is exactly same as what we found out with the help of the Excel function. Okay,